So pile number one. Pile number one. Today we are going to open a few cards to see the content of the letter from your future spouse. So this is going to be your letter from your future spouse, read basically through our cards, and we are going to see what they have to say, what they have to tell you, what they want to share with you. How do they feel? We are going to see maybe what activities they are now doing or what is bothering them. So we will see what kind of informations we can receive. I hope that it will be rich and informative like always. I'm going to take a little bit of these love oracles as well. I want to place them here. And this is somehow how I feel. Okay, and then we are going to take one of these. Okay, and we are going to take one of these as well. I think that I have a little bit of more space, so I'm gonna move everything and I'm going to draw one more card. I want to receive some kind of statement, some kind of text, and with this card we can also work with. Okay, so this is very, very interesting what we are receiving here. Am I afraid to be seen? So this is the card that we are going to start this reading with. But let's see, interesting blank card. So again, invisible card. Then we have 10 of Cups reversed. We have Author, Yoga. We have Regret. Then we have Harmony and Justice, Honeymoon, Stay Optimistic about your love life, and we have Beyond That Life. Okay, this is very interesting card. It has a feeling of rebirth. So let's dive into your reading, pile number one, and let's see what is that we can see within the letter from your future spouse. So what I want to say to you. They are definitely afraid to be seen. So they are at the moment in some kind of phase where they want to tell you that they are hiding, and they are hiding from something which is unknown. So even them, they don't know from what they are hiding. That's why we can say that it is some kind of deep fears. It's almost like they are not happy and they are not satisfied where they are at the moment. And they want to be definitely in relaxed, steady and happy moment in their life when they are going to meet you. At this time, something is happening within their family, something is happening within their relationships, maybe with friends. And we can see that with this Author here and with this Yoga here, they are very focused on what they are doing. So your future spouse at the moment is telling you that they are working on their project. They are working on something that is very important to them. And that because other things are not good, are not going well, they put completely focus on the work, on the job or the project. This could also be that beside their work, they are trying to manifest or work on something which is very important to them, like some kind of hobby or project that it is their dream, but still they cannot live from it. With Yoga here, we can say that they are also telling you that they are feeling that they need some kind of healing. So they are doing regular exercises, and that doesn't have to be yoga necessarily. It can be gym, it can be some kind of fitness, it can be running, but it can be something that it is aligning their chakras, and it is definitely of physical nature. So they are in the period at this time, they want to tell you that their life is not actually going how they want. That they are seeking and wanting justice and harmony in their life, but it will have to obviously wait for some time. So they are going low, to say it like that. They are going low. They are not indulging too much with those people and relationships because they know that they cannot fix it at the moment. And they are fully focusing on their physical health and on the project that they are working on. They have some regrets because they feel that they were neglecting things that are important to them. They feel that long time until now, they were not recognizing that their body needs a healing. That could mean that they were maybe exhausting themselves in all sorts of ways. This could also be connected with, for example, I don't know, enjoying in some things which are not very healthy. Maybe it is just not sleeping enough. Maybe it is drinking. Maybe it is spending too much time on weekends outside with friends or something like that. Something that is damaging the body balance. Again, not sleeping enough, not maybe eating the right food, maybe eating junk food. So this could be all sorts of things that are actually damaging our body. And they regret that a very long time through their life, they were not paying attention to this. I think that their body at this moment is giving them actually some kind of signs. They are recognizing that it is their last moment, last chance to actually do the changes. And they are saying to you through this letter, I realized that what I have been doing was very wrong and it was not a good pathway. And now when this type of signs are coming my way, I definitely understand that now I need to stop and I need to make some kind of changes. I need to make some kind of switches. So they are making changes in their everyday lives. They are making some kind of like I said, maybe they're eating better food, maybe they are moving more, maybe they are walking to the work instead of going with the car. Those kind of things that are improving our everyday's physical body shape and condition. They are definitely starting to put more attention on the things that they love. And they are saying to you that this is their dream and that this is something that they have to do at this moment. Just like they are complaining about their surroundings at this moment, like emotionally they are empty, they are not happy, and they are not receiving the support or love or presence of people that should be there for them. Actually, they are feeling quite abandoned and quite alone. So they are also saying to you that this regret brought them to this point, and they are grateful because now things are starting changing for them. And everything is happening for them to come to the place where they are going to be truly harmonized and happy and relaxed. Because this honeymoon is definitely bringing a feeling of being calm. Like nothing is there that we have to do, nothing is conditional, everything is chill. And this is what they are waiting, this is for what they are preparing. They believe that they are going to meet you on some kind of travel. So they are going to travel or you are going to travel, but it is going to be on some kind of travel. So they are preparing themselves for that meeting in that kind of way. Basically now they are just working on themselves, literally. Because they are recognizing that they are afraid to be seen, that they don't want to go out of their shell. And this is also something, this is also this whole stage where they are at this moment, because they don't want to go out from their shell. You know, they want to be where they are so that they have time and peace and strength and patience to actually improve their health and their project. They are very optimistic still about their love life, like we see here. So they did not lost any kind of hope that they are going to find you. So they know that you are there somewhere, and they want to say to you exactly that. I know that you are there. I know that you are somewhere, and I know that we are going to meet. But there are still some things that I need to go through. And we did this card beyond death and life. We can say that there is some kind of rebirth here going on. Something they need to experience that is going to switch their perspective. they're going to become visible. They're going to become seen after this happening, actually. Because at this point, they're still afraid of that. So we can also take one more card to see, maybe to receive some kind of clarifier what that is. Okay, so let me take one more card. Okay, so basically what I see here is, let me just put this card a little bit differently. So what I see with this card is that they need to go into this total isolation. So they need to, in a way, abandon people around them, to go into this total isolation, to stop pursuing things that they thought that are most important in their life, because they were very persistent and they were very stubborn in doing something. You know, this could also be some kind of pathway. They thought that things need to be done in a certain way. And now they need to basically give up. But that also means that everything that they thought that it needs to be is going to change. It's going to switch. So this is why we have this beyond that is life. So something within their patterns of behavior or thinking needs to die, literally, needs to end. So for example, if they thought that they're going to be happy if they have certain career manifested, then this has to come to the end, because that is not their inner truth. They have to then switch that perspective and understand that that career doesn't have anything to do with their happiness. It is just something that can contribute to it, but it's not condition for happiness. So this is just a random example, but it can be anything else. So it can be any kind of concept that they had within themselves until this moment that needs to die. They need to let it go, and they need to change. And they are now on some, let's say, first steps. They are making first steps with this, self-healing and working on their body. And it is very positive, actually. These steps are very good. Now, that doesn't mean that this procedure, this path that they are going now is going to take forever. But definitely it will take some time, because they need to come to this point so that they would be ready. So this is what they want to tell you, that everything is going how it needs to go, that you don't need to worry, that in that sense of the way they know that you are out there, and they know that there will be a moment when you will have to find each other. But also they want to tell you what is going on with them. In this pile, I see that they are very talkative about their life happenings. So they want to share where they are, how they feel, and what is waiting for them. This is definitely something that I feel like it has a feeling of, if you are wondering where I am, this is where I am. This is what is going with me. And it is very beautiful because it is very informative. So sometimes you may, ask yourself when it is going to happen, when you are going to meet that person. And you are in that state of waiting, but you're actually not seeing the other side. You're not seeing the life of that person. You don't see what other things this person needs to do. So this is very interesting reading. I really will receive a lot of information, pile number 1, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Your future spouse is not giving up from their journey towards you, and they are having that on their mind, but they are also going through necessary steps so that they would be ready for it. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like or share, or maybe comment if you have some kind of story that you would love to share with the community. A lot of people are reading comments, and I see that they are very supportive of each other. So it is very beautiful to see that and to read that. For everyone who already there, I want to say big thank you. Thank you for being there. I really appreciate you. And the channel is growing beautiful, so you are very contributing to the growth. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Pile number 2. Today we are going to make a reading about the letter from your future spouse. So we are going to see what kind of informations we are going to receive. Are we going to receive their activities, or we are going to receive more from them? Let's take other cards as well. Maybe we will receive something important that they want to tell you, or we will just receive their complaining. Maybe they have something that they want to address and they want to inform you about it. Let me see what else I could take. Okay, let me take this one as well, and we are going to take few love oracles because I want to receive that vibe as well. So let's take these two. So we never know actually what is going to jump out. We will definitely read the letter and we'll definitely see what is inside of the letter, but to know and to predict exactly what will come out, we cannot until we see the cards. So let's take this oracle and let's take one letter card that will set this reading up. So we are going to start with this card. Okay. So this is your reading pile number 2. And we can start diving into the energies of it. So with this card, that is the first card, we see, does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Here we already see that there is some kind of blockage connected with their free time and that they are not taking time for themselves. So let's see what the other cards are going to reveal. We have 6 of Swords reversed, we have 5 of Cups reversed, we have creative expression, we have spiritual teacher, okay, we have impulse, connection with the world, express your love, heart-to-heart conversation, you who show the way, you who show the way. Very beautiful card. Okay, this is Rumi deck. It's very beautiful. And now we have, does my life have room for more pleasure and play? So starting with this card, I can already see that it is reflecting in some other cards that we can see on this side. And to dive in your reading pile number 2, we can start with this 6 of Swords there. So your future spouse is saying in this letter that at this moment they had some kind of obligations that they needed to fulfill that they failed. So they failed to do some obligations that somebody or something put on their way. It was maybe some kind of task, or it was just expectation of some person or people. This could also be expectation from a family, but however and whatever it is, they needed to do something, something was expected from them, and they gave their best, but they failed. With this 5 of Cups, we see this big disappointment, but the biggest disappointment already happened. And they want to say to you in this letter that they failed to do the things that were expected from them, and they were very disappointed in themselves. But now this disappointment is slowly fading. They are accepting it. So now at this moment, they are in the phase where they are accepting loss in the way. So they want to tell you that they are in the position where it is not easy for them. They are at the moment struggling with their self-esteem. And moreover, they are struggling with the time because they don't have time. They don't have time to basically do anything that they want. We see here creative expression. That means that your future spouse is somehow creative person. So they love to do some things. They want to spend part of their life or time doing something which is creative. This can be a lot of things. This can be art by itself. It can be painting. It can be drawing. It can be music as well. It can be something completely, entirely different, like decorating the space or creating some kind of decorations. Or it can also be creativity within ordinary things like woodwork, or it can be even a hairdresser, So it can be any kind of creativity on any plane. We know that creativity is not connected specifically with art, but that we can bring the art in anything that we are doing. So your person is very creative, and they are telling you, I want to do this, I want to be creative, I want to express my creativity, but I don't have space, I don't have space, I don't have time, and I don't know when or how to do it. With this spiritual teacher, I can say that they started some kind of journey, and on this journey they have a person or institution, something is there, that it is big, that it is influential, something that it is quite, like I said, very energetically strong, that they felt very attached to and attracted to, and they are listening, they are following some kind of philosophy. It can be religion, it can be spiritual teaching, it can be a guru, it can be just somebody who is, inspiring people. It can be personal coach as well. However, they are at this moment, they felt that they needed something. They needed something, someone, guidance. This is the thing. They needed guidance at this moment so that they could go through this period of the time. Because they don't know how to manage with the situation, and they don't have a space and time for creative expression, that it is their channeling out the negativity. So everything that it is accumulating within them, that it is not good, it is going out through this creative expression, but they cannot do it, so everything is staying within. So they are dealing with that in the way that they open up towards something. They are following somebody, or they are listening to something. It can also be something very simple like YouTube listening. So anything that it is, we can see so many symbols of all religions. So that tells us that it is something connected with faith, something connected with divine, something connected with faith, universe, and so on. So they are definitely opening themselves spiritually, because in the material world, they are limited. They are limited, they are closed. So the only way where they can open is that other side, that inner side, spiritual side. With this connection with the world, this is the thing. They somehow lost it. They lost connection with the world. And they are trying to come back. So they are telling you that no matter that this period is hard, they are still trying to find their way and guidance. And that they are aware of you. They are aware that you are different. They are aware that you are either, on a different continent or a different country, or you have a different skin of a color. Definitely you come from a different world than they are coming from. So they are aware that you are not anywhere near them. So that you are somewhere, maybe even on other part of the world. But they are also aware through this guidance that you are parallelly going through this life. That at the same moment, like when they are alive and where they are having experiences, they are also aware that you are having your life, having your experiences. And with this express your love and heart-to-heart conversation, they cannot wait actually to meet you, so that they could finally have a person with whom they can open up their heart and with whom they can talk about everything that it is inside. They are actually a person who loves to talk, and they're actually a person who needs this conversation because it is healing to them. They need to show their love. By loving, they are being happier. So we can say that your future spouse is also a giver, because they are wanting to give, they're offering, they're giving. And they are saying to you in this letter that they cannot wait basically for you two to meet and to unite, so that they could then express everything that they have been keeping inside. They want to have long nights with you and a lot of conversations about everything. Your future spouse is going to be very talkative and communicative person. So you will know everything that is inside of them, because they are going to love conversation, especially, like I said, those long evening in the night, you know, before sleep conversations, when everything is quiet and when you can be intimate and when you feel safe, when you're in that kind of environment. With this card, you who show the way, this is very much connected to me with this spiritual teacher card. At this moment, they don't have any kind of compass, so they're only, let's say, you see how this looks like some kind of lighthouse in the sea, and probably it is. And it's like the light at the end of the tunnel, like everything. We are in the storm here in this card. So they are in storm, but they can see that light. They can see where they are going. And this is because they found the guidance within the religion or spiritual teaching. And they are completely relying on that teaching at this moment. So they are telling you that they have faith, that they see the light at the end of the tunnel, or you know, the light in the storm, and they definitely are still optimistic. They are acknowledging that they don't have space and room and time for more pleasure and play, which is a very connected card to this creative expression card. And they are working on it to liberate themselves, or to create that space of time for themselves, so that they could get out basically from this disappointment. Because now when you do something and you disappoint some people, or you disappoint yourself, when you fail in general, then this bitter taste, you know, it stays in your mouth, and it stays for a long time, and only time can actually remove it. Through time, you need time. So they are now in this period of time where they are taking literally the time to heal from this happening. So they could try again, or that they could, you know, try differently. They want to connect with the world because, again, like I said, they know that you're somewhere in the world. So they want to connect with the world. And they want to meet you. So they're saying to you that they want to connect with the world so that they could find you. But also they are at the same time saying, I trust in the guidance. I am being guided at this moment. And I trust that this guidance is going to lead me where you are. So basically what they are doing is they are completely relying on fate. They put themselves and their life and their heart and their mind completely in the hands of the divine. They are not calculating anymore, because everything that they tried on this material base and material world, and every time when they were forcing and trying and doing, so action, brought some kind of disappointment. So now they are just letting themselves go with the flow. And this is what they want to tell you, that you don't have to worry, that you don't have to be afraid, that divine has everything under control and in order, and that in divine timing, when that timing will come, you are definitely going to meet each other. And it will probably, from what I see here, could be very possibly over internet, because you are on the different parts of the planet or distant from each other. So when this time comes, you are definitely going to find each other, and it will be, everything will be divinely guided. Pile number 2. This is a beautiful reading. It was so full of information, like always. I love when that happened. And it is beautiful to hear that your future spouse can't wait to meet you and can't wait to express their love towards you and to express their heart. You see, heart-to-heart conversation. So they really want to melt your hearts, and they really want you to share everything. This is how it feels, like sharing. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, or share. If you want to comment, please do. And if you have some kind of experiences or questions or doubts about this reading, please don't hesitate to write in the comments. We all love to read the comments that are there, and I see that they are very inspiring for many people. For everyone who already there, I want to say big, big, big thank you for being there, for staying with me, for listening my readings and enjoying them together with me. And the channel is beautifully growing, so I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate everything that you are doing. I wish you a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. See you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Pile number 3. We are here today to talk about the letter from your future spouse. So we are going to open up the letter and we are going to see what the cards says about what we can find inside of the letter. Okay, so we are going to take these 2 cards and then I'm going to continue with the rest. We don't actually know what is going to get out from this reading, so we will see. It is always a big curiosity because when we start, we don't know what we can expect. We don't know if we can receive maybe their activity or their fears or their happenings at the moment in their life, or desires, or maybe something connected with you, pile number 3. Let's take also these love oracles so that we can receive a little bit of love energy there. And I want to take one of these. Okay, this one is good. And also one of these. Yes. Now we are going to take the last card, and this last card is going to be textual. It is going to, okay, very interesting. Let's take another one beside that one. It is the same card that pop up in the reading pile number 1. So let's take one more. Let's move everything. I'm going to move this here and this a little bit there, okay? And I'm going to move these cards here like this, okay? So that we can see them. Let's open up. So this, what we see right now is, am I afraid to be seen? And we have what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationship, okay? Now let's see your cards. Queen of Pentacles reversed and Ace of Wands reversed. Children, Healer, and we have Hand of Fatima. Okay. Here we have the clarity of your own expression, flirt, playfulness, nourish. This one we are not going to even turn. We are just going to read the first lines because that is the only thing that I now feel that we need to do. Okay, so with these cards, definitely there is some kind of feeling of being stuck. We see that what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationship. It is like I'm having a feeling that your future spouse is giving on so many sides. They are giving to everyone. They are so much giving that they simply stayed without resources. They emptied themselves fully. They don't have anymore anything within them. And when I see this Queen of Pentacles reversed, I can say that they are at monetary looking. They are not in the good position right now because either they were helping somebody or supporting someone or simply trying to contribute to something, and they give all so that at this moment they don't really have anything or little. And also this Ace of Wands, definitely, you know, it's like a passion. It's a passionate involvement that you know, they were very passionate about something. They were very optimistic. They were excited. Okay, they were very excited about something. And then, you know, also the results were not there, so that excitement faded. It's like nothing happened. You know, stagnation basically kills the excitement. And they spend a lot of money. They spend a lot of material resources. So that also was a problem. And they stayed without excitement because they stayed without something, assets that they can invest or they can give or they can put. Now, it could be that your person simply is also searching themselves. And this is what they want to tell you in this letter. They want to tell you that they were trusting in something, you know, they thought that it is their intuition leading them to do some steps, to do some things, but they were wrong and it was not their intuition. So they invested or they put the money or they gave too much money without any kind of boundary. You see, they went all or nothing. And it didn't work out very well because at one point they needed to put more, they needed to add, but they didn't have any more to add. And because of that, all of the excitement about this project or this idea or relationship, it can also be a family. I mean, it can be really everything. This is general reading. This whole excitement just faded, just went in, you know, mode. Something, you know, that is down from very high vibrancy, very high vibration. It melted down into a low vibration. They just want to go back. They want to go back into their childhood and they want to be without, you know, without those worries. They are fantasizing a lot about that. And also many of them are at the moment spending a lot of time with younger people, you know, like even maybe with other kids. Maybe they have relatives, maybe they have nieces or cousins, you know, but at this period, they really want to be surrounded with kids because kids are fun and they are bringing a lot of joy. We can see in these cards how they are visiting animals, you know, like for kids, they are not afraid of anything. For kids, they love everyone, you know, and they don't know what is actually the conflict. We can see that this beautiful man on this card, we can see that he is having a beautiful rainbow wings. You know, that means that your person, your future spouse can be, they're still a child deep down in themselves. They haven't lost the child, the inner child, which is very beautiful. That means that they still have that innocence within them. So whenever the situation in the grown-up's life becomes like this, you know, disappointing or in a way unbearable, or something comes as a barrier or boundary, they basically pull themselves into their inner child. That is healing. So that is the way how they are healing from the cruel and very cruel world that is surrounding us. And they are telling you that at this moment, they just want to go back. They just want to go back when they were a child, because then they were protected and they were safe and there was nothing there that could harm them. With this clarity of your own expression, I feel that your future spouse is trying to tell you that at this moment, they don't have it. So they cannot even express themselves at this moment, because it's like, you know, when you, for example, promise something to somebody and then you don't do it, for example, or you say it is going to be like that and then it isn't like that, and then you feel that type of like shame, like you are not worthy enough to then express your opinion anymore, you know, because you were wrong first time when you did it. So this is the energy that I feel here with this card. And I feel that they are basically at the period when they need to, you know, like just be quiet, be quiet and get their selves together. Because I think that the most important part that it is happening to them is to gather the money again, to recover concerning monetary, you know, statement at this moment. With this hand of Fatima, I have a feeling like they are incredible manifester. So they can manifest incredible things, and they can, you see, this very much reminds me of an animal as well. So it reminds me on some kind of either eagle or some kind of whale. But whatever it is, definitely I see it like some kind of spirit animal. Spirit animal. So I could say that your future spouse is having some kind of relationship with animals. Definitely they feel animals. It could even be that at this moment they have an animal, because look at this. Again, this angel wings, and this is something like from sky, like angels, like something coming from the sky. So I have a feeling like your future spouse is at the moment having some kind of spiritual connection that could be connected with an animal, but it could also be connected directly with angels. So it could be connected even with somebody who is very close to them, who died, who left them on this world, and with whom they are still having some kind of spiritual contact. Somebody who is coming in their dreams, or they feel like they are following them, protecting them, being by their side. And I have a feeling like your future spouse is telling you that they are fine, that everything is going to be good, because they feel that they are protected. They feel that they are being guarded. But they are definitely going back into this child mode. They try to say to you that they are still a child, and that one time when they will meet you, they want you to accept that part of them as well, because it is very important part of their healing process and the way how they are dealing with this 3D reality. With this flirt and playfulness, I have a feeling like they cannot wait to have this type of relationship with you, to start something very beautiful with you. And they are hoping that this is going to be through some kind of very fun, very light activities. It's not going to be heavy or too heavily romantic. That is what I wanted to say, like dinners and sitting somewhere watching the stars, like very stiff. This person is a very active person. It is somebody who loves to go out, who loves to do things, who is very playful, and who loves to flirt, who has this charismatic, fiery energy around them, and they want you to go on some kind of adventure. And this is how they are expecting in their mind, in their fantasies. They are expecting to find you through some kind of, I don't know how to say. It could be adventure, like it could be meeting and then flirting for some time, and then, in that vibe, creating a lot of happenings that will be very adventurous. But this is how they see a meeting with you, and this is how they expect it to be. So they expect a lot of foreplay before you are going to end up together. They expect a lot of contact without having anything with you physically, with a lot of teasing, with a lot of playfulness, somehow childhood, childhood love, childhood crush, let's say it like that. Very innocent energy. So this is how they are expecting or hoping that it is going to be when they meet you, to have this. And with this nourished energy here, this is what they are waiting for. So this is what they need from you. This is what they crave. When they are thinking about you, then they are thinking about warm energy, that it is nourishing them. Somebody who is going to, be there to, after a long, hard day, to make everything good, to make everything positive, to make everything calm. So they are definitely saying to you that they can't wait to meet you and to go with this beautiful phase of playfulness with you. And they are craving and wishing for your nourishment that they are missing so much in their life, especially now when they are going through these kind of things. They are saying that they have the fear of being seen, because they have a feeling like every time when they show themselves, somebody takes advantage of them and somebody takes things from them. So basically they started living in that hiding way so that they would protect themselves. They needed to find some kind of system so that they could make these boundaries, so that relationships that they are in could be more healthier, better, So this is a beautiful message from your future spouse, pile number 3. They are definitely having things going on in their life, but at doesn't mean that they don't know how to deal with it. They have their systems and they have their helpers from above. They're thinking a lot about you, and they cannot wait to experience this beautiful meeting. They miss your nourish energy, and this is what they are fantasize about when thinking about you. Pile number 3. This was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it together with me. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, or share. If you want to comment and share some of your stories, it is very beautiful, and I always encourage you to write and to express yourself. I think that it is liberating to actually exchange and open yourself to community, because there are many people there who are going through similar things or experiencing similar fears or questions or thoughts, and it is always a better feeling not to be isolated within ourselves. So if you feel a need to comment, please do so. And for everyone who already there following me, I want to say a big thank you. I'm very grateful for you, and it means a lot to me that you are there. I see you around, and I already recognize so many of you. I'm so happy to see your names around when I publish the reading, and it is really making me happy. I want to wish you a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Bye.